Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
We begin tonight with a developing story. For the second time in a week, authorities in the FM area are investigating a report of gunfire.
Just a week ago, it was South Fargo's Walmart where it turned out no shots were fired. In that incident, officers got little or no help. Well, tonight, a different story in South Moorhead as police feel they've got a pretty good jump on the situation.
Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker has been on this story since it broke, and he joins us live. And Cornelius, what do we know at this time?
Andrea, Mike, here's what we know. Moorhead police responded to a call of about shots being fired around 5:50 this afternoon here in South Moorhead. Now, their investigation led them to the Moorhead Strip Mall, which houses the Hornbachers, and they determined that 3 vehicles were involved and at least one of them had been shot at. Their investigation then led them to this apartment complex right behind me, which is 3880 16th Street South. Excuse that person who thinks that they can do this while I'm doing my job. Anyway, during this investigation while they were here, they taped off an area and they were talking to witnesses, and people living in this area say that it is very concerning that something happened like this in their neighborhood where their kids and children play.
Well, there's kids everywhere here, and that's the hard part. You know, with the things going on last year and everything down in this area, you hear about it, and our daughter was out playing too, and she heard the sirens and everything. So it's just hard to swallow.
No, as to why this happened, police say that they believe it was a disagreement or a transaction gone bad. They've not told us why or what that transaction was. They have found 2 out of the 3 vehicles. They talked to several eyewitnesses who are giving good statements, and they have security footage from the stores over at that strip mall. So they think they're going to be able to solve this case pretty quickly. Reporting live in South Moorhead, Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Cornelius. It was just last Tuesday that Fargo police were called to the Walmart in South Fargo after someone reported a man had fired a gun at a woman and then took off. However, after looking into the claim, investigators said there had been no shooting.
It was a scary situation today with a happy ending. Boaters stuck in the Red River were rescued. Over the past few weeks, there have been several incidents where people had to be rescued from the Red River. In some cases, things didn't end well. Those who go to it say the rescues say that the situation is better than it used to be because instead of they being stuck on the rocks, people would go over the dams and in most cases die. There's one thing that you need to be if you plan going out on the Red River.
Be dam aware. There's 4 dams in the Fargo Moorhead area that that are close that people need to be aware of. And I know the area is being fished a lot more. It's just like anything else. As long as you do it safely, you can do it well. Use life jackets and be aware of what the obstacles are and try to operate as safe as possible.
There have been at least 2 recoveries on the Red River this summer of people who have gone underwater and did not come back up. Fire crews say people on the water need to be aware of what they're doing and how fast and strong the current is moving.
Starting August 1st, North Dakota residents will be able to carry guns without a permit. House Bill 1169, or constitutional carry, allows any resident to carry a firearm without a permit, but it does have a few conditions. You must be a resident of the state for 1 year and cannot carry in another state. It also doesn't allow the purchase of a firearm from a dealer without a background check. If you come into contact with an officer while carrying, you have to tell them that you are carrying.
I would just ask the public not to take advantage of it and to be cognizant still where you can and can't carry.
Also, you cannot carry in public places like bars, concerts, sporting events, or political rallies, but restaurants are okay.
We saw it south of Mandan, North Dakota, and now it's moved to Iowa. 2 activists admitted to causing damage to the Dakota Access Pipeline and equipment used to construct it. The 2 women claimed responsibility for the damage at the Iowa Utilities Board in Des Moines. Authorities were there, and the 2 were taken into custody after they started causing damage to the Iowa Utilities Board sign. The 2 claimed to have started several pieces of construction equipment on fire in several Iowa locations, along with admitting to damaging pipeline valves with torches. Both women have previously been arrested for activities related to other pipeline protests.
A whistleblower claims there's an abuse of power in the Highway Department in Pennington County, Minnesota. However, those in charge say they're paying for any perks. A whistleblower who was fired from the Pennington County Highway Department says the county engineer, Michael Floggen, has been using his position for his own personal gain. Check this out. These are pictures of the county water tanker in Floggen's yard filling up his backyard pool. Floggen says he paid for the work and the water, but admits it's not a service that anyone in the public can use.
You know, we've never done it to the public. We do it for our own employees. You know, it's something that we don't want the whole entire public, you know, being involved with, because it just gets to be too big of a service.
He should be held accountable. A guy making $100,000 a year using taxpayer equipment for his own personal use, and I've seen a lot of it in the 20 years.
For more on this investigation, head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story. And this story came to us via our whistleblower hotline. If you need help with a serious issue in your community, call 237-6576 and leave your tip. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it.
The fight to repeal the Sunday closing law in North Dakota took another step forward. Secretary of State Al Jagger today approving the format of the petition, and the committee may now obtain signatures. More than 13,400 valid signatures are needed to get the measure on the June 12, 2018 primary ballot. Now, if the committee wants the changes on the measure on the November ballot, the valid signatures need to be delivered before midnight of July 9th of 2018.
A friend of a local restaurant owner who disappeared wants the community to keep looking for him despite new information. Court documents say Rodolfo Romo, the owner of 3 Mexican restaurants, borrowed tens of thousands of dollars and owed thousands at the time he vanished. While some have speculated he took off because of money issues, a friend of his doesn't believe that, saying a lot of business owners owe money.
He worked so hard to build his Romos. He loved his businesses, and it would have to take something pretty major for him to just step away.
Fargo police say there's still an open investigation and don't have reason to believe Romo is in any danger.
Perfect weather tonight for the annual Paws Walk at Rowe Farm. Furry friends in all shapes and sizes taking part in a day of fun activities and a chance for pet owners to meet and greet. In its 27th year, the Paws Walk raises money for the homeless cats and dogs of the Homeward Animal Shelter. All proceeds will go to the shelter to help cover the costs of food, shelter, and vet care for the animals.
We rescue both dogs and cats, and right now we have a little over 100 animals in our care right now between the shelter and in our foster homes that are looking for their forever home.
If you'd like to donate or check out the cute pets up for adoption, we have a link to the shelter's website online. Just go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story.